Our chief foreign editor, Rob Parsons, is with me. And Rob, for Ukraine, it's something like $60 billion US. Is it going to make a big difference, do you think, on the battlefield?
It'll certainly make a difference. Whether it'll be a ground change is another matter. But I think that that Ukraine certainly could have done with this a lot earlier. But once they get the equipment in place, it will allow them to steady the front line in the battlefield. For the last few months, in large part because they haven't been getting these weapons, the front line has started to disintegrate in a few places. Disintegrate probably overstates it a little bit, more like crumbling at the edges. We've seen the town of Avdiivka, which the Ukrainians regarded as very important, falling just a short while ago. And now Chasiv Yar, an even more important town, albeit a small town, but strategically important because if it's taken, it gives high ground to the Russians, also coming under threat, with apparently 25,000 Russian troops already concentrated around it. In other words, Ukraine is really fighting for its life in eastern Ukraine at the moment. It needs to hang on to these positions. Getting that weaponry, as long as it comes fast, will certainly make a difference.
And as you suggest, the delay in getting this bill passed by the US Congress has already had an impact on the battlefield. It's
had a huge impact on the battlefield. And we've seen that particularly in the last few weeks or so with the uptick in the amount of missiles, cruise missiles, drones being sent by the Russians in the direction of Ukrainian towns. The Ukrainians have had to make really critical decisions, difficult decisions about where to use their missiles. For instance, a major power station to the south of Kiev, in Kiev region, supplies the whole region, had 7 missiles available in its Patriot systems to shoot down Russian rockets. On a day when 11 were sent, 4 rockets got through, completely destroyed it. But they needed those missiles on the front line. So these decisions are being made all the time. I suppose the good thing from the Ukrainian perspective at the moment is, although it may take a little bit of time for these weapons to start getting through, it does mean that the stockpiles that they've kept for themselves as a precaution, in other words, they've been rationing their use of weaponry over the last few months, they can now start to use with greater abandon because they have the security of that weaponry coming through. But, the fact of the matter is that over these last few months, they've lost close on 600 square kilometers of territory. It may not sound an awful lot, but in morale terms for the Ukrainians, it's been hard.
Rob Parsons, as always, thank you.